All that being said, I'm excited for the events coming up. In October, I'm going to have Halloween decorations up and everything. It'll be nice. But it sucks because we do have this tier 2 goal of 500 members. And I feel the reward is really good. Number one, you get to pick the kind of Halloween costume that I'm going to wear during the Halloween event. And number two, we're going to do another special Halloween-themed React event where I react to macabre and scary videos on the Rob Gavigan YouTube channel. And that'll be like right before Halloween. So it'll be right in line with the themes and everything of the month. It'll be perfect. Okay? What sucks is, since we hit the 450 members, it's just been complete stagnation. We have not seen any significant movement of members at all. Seriously, like maybe in a day I get 1 member. A day where I get 4 members is a rarity, and that's usually because someone gifted them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm so confused.
So it's obvious at this point, with the stuff I'm playing, I've kind of established the level of support I'm going to get with members, and it ain't going to move simply because there's no new games to bring new people to the channel. All right? So it is what it is. I'll continue to talk about this till the end of the month and mention it, but I'm not going to sit here and harp on it. You know, we got 10 days left till the end of September. It's very doable that we could still hit the 500 members and get the new double reward for everyone. I would love to do those events, but I'm not going to do them if we don't hit the qualification for them. All right?
Anything for this, right?
The next question from Snow Carl. Thank you for the another $1.50 tip. He says, yesterday you said you and Kat hadn't been able to visit the zoo like you tried to plan for the last couple of years. It made me really sad, and I'm wondering if I tip you enough to afford the tickets, would you be able to go on your next day off? It's not the cost of the tickets, it's the fact. There's 2 factors involved, all right? The first factor is that Kat's schedule is not consistent. She works retail, and every effing year, this happens where she doesn't have consistent days off. So it's almost impossible for us to plan out a day where we're going to have to travel, all right? If we're just doing random errands and shit around here, who cares? But if you actually have to drive a significant length, if you're trying to plan out a day where you want to hit stuff along the way or maybe do a reservation somewhere, whatever it may be, you need to actually plan the day. And what ends up happening is we have to plan out the more important things. So, for example, Jasper's vet visit last month. That was super important. She took the day off of work that day specifically so we could take Jasper to the vet. You see? That was important. Medical appointments. Those are important. So again, if we have a medical thing that's coming up, you know, she has to take the day off so we can go to the doctor or whatever, and there you go. You see what I'm saying? But when you're taking all of your time, your scheduled time off to do the essentials, now you just don't have the flexibility to take the scheduled time off to do the optional fun stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's been one of the major problems here is we haven't been able to schedule it in at a date when we know she's going to be off because every week her schedule is different. You see, just in the last 2 months, right? We've had days off on a Wednesday, days off on a Thursday. I think 1 week we had a day off on a Friday, right? Randomly. You see what I'm saying? If it moves around, then you can't really plan that well for it, all right? So that's half of the equation. Right? Some people are like, oh no, Phil, you're going to live with your girlfriend full time for the first time in your life. And I'm like, yeah, but we've been together for extended periods of time. The other half of the equation is that I am working so much and quite frankly can't really afford to take time away from the streams. Because, for example, here's how this problem could be solved. Okay? 1 week, I decide I'm going to take an extra day off. So I'm going to have 2 days off. The first day, I run all the errands. I do all the shit I need to do. I get it all done. And then the next day, Kat and I have a day together where we just go out and have fun. That would be great. That would be absolutely, positively great if we could do that. But look at what's happened to me in the last several months, okay? Let's be very starkly honest about everything. Things have been very, very tight for me. I told you guys over the last many months, financially, I'm barely able some weeks to make ends meet. There's been weeks where I had to appeal to you guys for help on the day before my day off, and then it would happen. I'm like, thank you so much. I can now have my day off with my wife, you know, because we have enough money for it. That's how tight things have been. All right? It's not getting better either with fucked up stuff like people hitting me with false copyright strikes and shit like that. Here's the truth, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. If people would just stop fucking with me and trying to ruin my business and my life, then the things they don't like about me would go away. Okay? Let me give you an example. If people just stopped messing with my livelihood for like a year or two, if there was no fluctuation in my income, because people would stop trying to hurt me in concrete ways like this, I wouldn't have to come on stream and say, hey guys, I'm desperate this week, I need help, can you please tip or do this or do that? I would never have to do that. All right, so bad guy, thank you for the top cheer of the night. So far, we have 0 tips tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I really need help with tips right now. If anything, if you can forego any other kind of contribution to tip me, please do. I need tips in the short term. So please, if you can tip me, please do. I'm hoping to hit the tips goal every single stream this week if I can. I did earlier today. So far, nothing. Why do you think I'd have to do that? Because they keep fucking with me. If they would just leave it alone, then it wouldn't happen. But the thing is, the thing they complain about and use as the justification for their harassment, trolling, and illegal acts towards me is the very thing that they create with said actions. So the very nature of their thought process is nonsensical, illogical, and crazy. But they don't see that. Instead, they just see, haha, do it for the lulz. Now I harass someone online and I get away with it. Haha, I really enjoyed seeing Phil squirm and lose 300 members in the month of August, even though someone had to literally break the fucking law to do it, right? So this is the point I'm making. Last year, I told you guys at the beginning of 2021 that things were looking up. Do you remember that? I said, with the amount of income now that I was making on Twitch, remember, my bankruptcy had gone through in 2020. So now, for the first time in my life, I didn't have a bunch of credit card debt and shit. I could focus on the important things, my mortgage, my car payment, my taxes, and all of that. And I said, wow, with the amount of money I was making on Twitch, remember, I had an insane amount of subscribers over on Twitch. And I had crazy amounts of cheers. Everything was very good on Twitch with my viewer base and the support I was getting over there, right? And my channel was growing. And then what happens? Oh, you're kicked out of the Twitch partner program. Why? Why? Because idiots mass reported me to Twitch saying that I was a bigot, a racist, a sexist, saying that my King of Hate moniker was actually a way of saying that I was actually a hateful person, and somehow I had flown under the radar of YouTube and Twitch and everyone for years and years, and it was about time that someone cracked down on me. So they launched an investigation. Said investigation was them reviewing ancient clips from over a decade ago that I have publicly apologized for time and time again and said that I was very sorry that I said that stuff, okay? They used that as justification to kick me out of their partner program. Overnight, I lost a ton of income. And now this last year, I've been trying to play catch up, building my YouTube channel back up to where it was. So I was in a good position last year. If no one fucked with me and just left it all alone, I likely would have been able to upgrade my setup, get a new PC, get a new everything upgraded. I would have had extra money that I would have been saving. Maybe I would have been able to plan to go on a honeymoon with my wife. And every time that it looks like I'm getting ahead, someone has to fuck with me and ruin it. This has happened almost every single time this has happened in my life in the last 14 years since I've been a public persona. Someone has to ruin it.
Oh, it's a joke, it's not serious. Go fuck yourself. No, all this shit online is fucked up. Anytime that you go online anonymously like a little pussy bitch and you fucking talk shit, spread defamatory stuff, slander someone, that's fucked up shit. You are fucked up in the head. You are a messed up individual. Because someone who has a positive, constructive, happy life does not do that. I will repeat that for those of you out there who don't get it. If you have a good life, you don't go shit on others constantly. You enjoy your good life. So those people have horrible fucking lives themselves, and instead of seeking to improve it, all they want to do is ruin everyone else who has a good life. So that's why they do it, and it's just totally fucked up.
Okay? This year, what happens, right? So things are incredibly tight. I've told you guys this. Things are very tight. I'm really struggling to make ends meet this year. So what happens? Let's make a concerted effort to slander Phil. Let's fabricate conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory, post videos up about it all over the internet, so now shitheads are crapping on him constantly. Oh, by the way, let's commit crimes against him and actually issue false copyright strikes against his channel, now people won't become members anymore and he loses $1,000 of income that he really needs right now, right? Gee, I wonder if this would cause me to need more help from my viewers. What a dumb fucking thing. How dumb can you be? We want Phil to stop this action. Let's do 10 things that make him do the action more. You have to be a fucking moron to do this shit, okay? So, sadly, that's my situation. Right now, I would love to say, you know what? In October, before we get to the busiest part of the gaming year, I'm going to have a week where I take 2 days off. The first day, I'll run my errands. I'll do the necessary busy work shit. Day 2, Kat and I are going to the zoo. Okay? Here's what will happen if I do that. No income for 2 days. Viewership plummets because now people are like, oh, Phil's not here when he usually is. He's not consistent. Right? And now I can't pay my bills for that week. Because, by the way, yeah, the second day off would entail I need to spend money to go to the zoo and food for that day and everything. It's money I didn't raise because I didn't stream. I'm literally living day to day, paycheck to paycheck. That's how this has been.
I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
And this month is going to be even worse because of the trolling last month. So I can't do it. I want to. I would like nothing better. Seriously, I would like nothing better than to be able to do this. And I can't because these idiots keep fucking with me. If they would just leave me alone, I'm serious about this, it would go away. Do you really think? I want you to think about this deeply, truly now. All of you out there, whether you're a fan, you're a hater, whoever you are. Do you really think I enjoy sitting here saying to my viewers, hey guys, I need help. Could you please support the stream by tipping or this or that? Do you really think I enjoy that? Why would I enjoy that? All I want to do is sit here and chill with my audience and have a good time and just relax and just, you know what I'm saying? That's all I want. That's it. I don't ever want to mention a contribution ever, right? Ever. But I have to because these people keep fucking with me. All they need to do is leave it alone. All right, geez, we don't like Phil. We call him an e-bagger. Maybe if we don't completely fabricate negative shit about him for a year and we don't slam his channels with false copyright claims, maybe he can actually make a decent living. Maybe he could get a sponsorship that won't go away because people harass the sponsor. Maybe he could actually make a few extra bucks and now he doesn't have to sit there and say to everyone, it's a tight week, can I get some tips today, right? But they don't think like that because they're fucking idiots. No one who's smart acts like these people. You understand? They're nuts. Dumb fucks. They're broken in there. So that's why they act the way they do. There's no justification for what they do besides, oh, I got some really good feeling in me today because I heard someone on the internet and got away with it. It's malicious. It's sociopathic. And sadly, until we get real policing of the internet, it's never going to go away. I've accepted this, all right? But that's the problem with my kind of life right now is there's nothing I can really do to change it. All I can do is push forward positively and hope for the best, you know? You might say, well, Phil, how are you ever going to get ahead? I mean, I'm really not. I'm never going to hit the YouTube algorithm and go virally popular again and make a ton of money because of it. It's going to be people supporting me. My fans and viewers who support me every day is the reason why I still make a living doing this. And yeah, things are tight, but they're still good. It just sucks that I can't go the extra level. I want to spend more time with my wife and have a fun day out with her, and I just can't do it. And it sucks. It's bullshit. But that's life, you know? Life's not perfect. You roll with the punches and you deal with the negativity and the positivity of it. You enjoy what you can. You know, every moment that I get to spend with Kat, that's a happy moment, is a special moment for me, you know? And I try to make the best of the time we have. I'll give you a perfect example. Last year, in a rare move, we planned out a whole day for her birthday, and it all went wrong. This year, we said, we're going to stay home for your birthday, but I'm going to make sure that you have a good day. And I ordered her the food she wanted, and we had a good dinner together. We had a good relaxing night together at home, and it was infinitely better than last year's birthday, just because of that. And you might say, yeah, but it sucks. She didn't even go out for her birthday. Yeah, we couldn't afford it. But guess what? It was still a better day than the day we went out last year, and it was a flop, okay? You make the best out of what you get, you know? You can't just sit here and scream about the world and how everything's unfair and everything. You can't be an endless victim. You know what I mean? I'd prefer to move forward positively and enjoy the great things in my life and be grateful for them, rather than sit here and bitch about the things I don't have. You know, a lot of people are like that. Oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. I'm jealous of this. I'm jealous of that. Of course, I'm jealous of people who are doing better than me, but that doesn't make me not appreciate the good things that I get every day, you know? So it is what it is, and that's just my attitude, you know? Yeah, it's unfortunate that I can't go to the zoo, right? Even if Snow Carl, even if you said, I'm going to buy you tickets to the zoo, we still couldn't go. She would have to figure out a way to schedule the time off with her job. I would have to figure out a way to take an extra day off from my work to do it. And those two things can't even happen right now. You understand?
Give me the money.